So, I promise with this series, I'm legit not trying to find shit I hate to review. It's not like that. It's not an agenda. But I just have to say, alright, this show fucking sucks. Now, I'm not gonna do any of that dumb, like, spurgy shit where, like, oh, they changed it from the source material. That means bad. I'm not gonna do that. My issue. Okay, I'll start with the acting. The directing in this show, like, the directors never thought, they never looked at something like, say, Sopranos, and, like, they looked at that, of, like, serious acting, like, genuine emotion, or, like, fuck that shit. We just need garbage. We just need totally unbelievable emotion in every single scene, also overacting. Like, so that's one thing too, and it's definitely noticeable. And it's not against the guy himself, but the guy who plays Penguin, Robin, that's his actual name. No offense. So that thing too is the writing. The writing. Now, let me just say this: if there's only one of these present, I think the show would be totally fine. But it's not. It's all together. But let's start with the writing. It's really, there's not any nuance to it. You don't get something like, say, in Sopranos, for example, where you have Tony and Silvio sitting there, and Tony sits down, and Tony can emotionally tell that Silvio wants to say shit to him. It's very low brow, and by emotions you can read it. You don't see any shit like that in the show. Like, they have to tell you what to think. There's never any interpretation. Nothing. And I'm being serious with that. Like, find me one instance of that shit. Another thing, too, is the music. And I would say twofold. Number one, the music is insanely generic. I've never heard a single song from the series where I thought, wow, that is extremely unique and distinct. This is really, it's really separate. Like, no. Like, you could place the music in it in any other, like big action movie or anything else generic, and it would fit perfectly fine. Another thing too is, like, the second thing I do with the music is it's really corny. The placement of it. Let me explain. Like, you can tell when watching a scene when the music is going to be played in there. And combined with that, with the really just boring music, I'm looking at it like I'm not really watching real people interact. I'm watching bullshit. Easily like spottable bullshit. Let's also start with the campiness. I do not buy the argument. Like, the argument I've heard is like, oh, it's supposed to be cheesy and fun. It's like, no. We criticize Batman and Robin for the same shit. It being like, kind of being disrespectful to the source material in terms of it being a potentially very serious, story. Like, you could tell genuine, like, stories that really make you think and actually leave an impression on you. This is the opposite of that. Like, it was really hard for me to watch the show too. I had to constantly, like, pause it and, like, give myself a little bit of a breather. It's like, I just don't like it. That's all I can say. I don't like it. Like, if I had to give it a rating, rating out of a 10, I would say, in all seriousness, I would say 4. Because you can tell, at least, that they're trying to build up with shit. They are trying to say certain things, like with plot arcs and characters changing, but matter of fact, I really don't care for these characters. Like, I never once watched it and thought, oh, poor Enigma, or poor Cobblepot, or poor, mini Catwoman. I've never got that feeling. I just think, like, they're kind of disposable in mind. And I'm about as professional as they are. The the video with, like, no editing, just, like, straight upload, like, no effort. So anyway, in all seriousness, 4 out of 10. Thank you. Bye.